Well, you gassed her up behind the wheel with your arms around your sweet one in your Oldsmobile, barreling down the boulevard. You're looking for the heart of Saturday night. You got paid on Friday, your pockets are jingling and you see the lights. You get all the tingling 'cause you're cruising with a six. And you're looking for the heart of Saturday night. Then you comb your hair, shave your face, and trying to wipe out every trace of all the other days in the week. You know that this will be the Saturday you're reaching your peak. You're stopping on the red, going on the green, 'cause tonight will be like nothing that you've ever seen. And now you're barreling down the boulevard, looking for the heart of Saturday night. Tell me, is it the crack of the pool balls, the neon buzzing, telephone ringing? It's your second cousin. Is it the barmaid that's smiling from the corner of her eye? The magic of that melancholy tear in her eye, well, it makes you kind of quiver down in the core, 'cause you're dreaming of them Saturdays that came before. And now you're stumbling onto the heart of Saturday night. Well, you gassed her up, you're behind the wheel with your arm around your sweet one in your Oldsmobile, barreling down the boulevard. You're looking for the heart of Saturday night. Is it the crack of the pool balls, neon buzzing, telephone ringing? It's your second cousin, and the barmaid is smiling from the corner of her eye. The magic of that melancholy tear in your eye, well, it makes it kind of special down in the core. And you're dreaming of them Saturdays that came before. It found you stumbling onto the heart of Saturday night. You're stumbling onto the heart of Saturday night. Hey everybody, happy Friday, happy 41st episode of live stream from the bunker. You know, I remember about 6 weeks in thinking to myself, man, these weeks go by so fast. You know, it's like I barely have any time to get over the last week's show, and all of a sudden next week's show is upon us, and I haven't prepared anything or practiced anything or written anything or thought about what to say in between the songs. And I remember that happening at like 6 weeks in. Now we're 41 weeks in, and I should have cherished the amount of time that I felt went by between weeks, because now what kind of felt like, maybe a couple of days in between Friday shows, now feels like minutes. I feel like I sign off, I go get a glass of water, and I come back and it's Friday. I'm not complaining. This is my favorite part of the whole week, But, had I more than a few seconds, I probably would prepare something. Or comb my hair. Or take a shower, or change clothes, But I don't have time. That's not an excuse. It's just how I'm feeling these days. And a little check-in. How are you guys all doing? We got Bob the Bounty Hunter here. We got Tammy. We got Stephanie. We got Colleen. We got Aaron, who I still owe 2 shot glasses to. Aaron, we got to meet up. And let me hand you a couple of shot glasses. Got Melissa, Sanaa, Brian. My dad's here. Katie. Donna, which means Dave is with her too, somewhere. Bonnie. My mom is here. It's so nice to have parents come to every show. Hernan is here. Hey, Hernan. Cool. Well, I won't waste your time. Oh, right. We were talking about the Zoom. We were going to do a Zoom party. Maybe Colleen, maybe at 50 we'll do a big Zoom live stream somehow. I'll try to make sure that happens. And we could, I don't know, we'll just do like a cocktail hour or something like that. Oh, it looks like Carrie Chance is out there in Port Angeles with Katie. We got Robert Levy. Good to see everybody. I got something just started itching, like right here. And I just know it's going to be something that just bugs me through this whole show. It's like I just got bit by a spider just right underneath my nose. But enough about me. Oh, hey, Tyler, Cormac. I'm going to play some songs, some newer songs for you guys today. I'll play some of your requests as well. But this whole week I've been here at the house and putting together what will be the next album with the Untraditional. And we're getting the Untraditional on board, getting them acquainted with all the songs and everything. I haven't ditched the Patreon album. It's just, it's not coming together as smoothly as I thought it would. And this next album kind of is. And it's kind of like it's not so much a departure, but it's a little bit, edging more towards a little bit kind of country record. And I don't know, that's a little exciting to me. So I've been kind of delving into that all week and put together all the demos into album form. And I got 13 songs right now. And I think I'm going to play some of them for you guys today. Here, let's do this one here. I played this for you guys a couple weeks ago when I wrote it, but this one's called Hard Living. The whole album is like hard living, hard working, tough. Like it's just this dirty country record that I feel like all the right words are being used for a good dirty country record. So at the moment I'm calling it Hard Work Pays Off, but if anybody has any better recommendations on what to call it, please put it in the comments, because Hard Work Pays Off is not the best name for an album. There's plenty better ones out there. If hard living was easy, everyone would do it. It's only easy for the hardest old timers who've been through it, but they put in the time, barreling through life. Now they're doing just fine, living too hard to die, saying, son, you see, you can learn a lot from me by not doing a single thing I say. But if you want to walk the line, you gotta put in the time. Rome didn't fall in a day, but that's the thing about hard living. It's It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving, and you'll keep living that hard living. That's the thing about hard living. It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving, and you'll keep living that hard living. What I really need is a liquor store. Jesus, turn my money into wine. Say a little prayer that you get a wild hair and show me a sign, saying this is the way to your destiny. It's not bad for a Tuesday night, but it's all downhill to some damn good stories that I might later deny. But that's the thing about hard living. It's not a job, it's a religion. It's only hard when you're not believing, praying, God, please relieve me from this hard living. That's the thing about hard living. It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving, and you'll keep living that hard living. Frozen in the ice, but I got nowhere to be. When spring is sprung and my bell is rung, I'll be feeling the heat. Oh, I should win a prize for still being alive, living on the edge of this knife. But what do I know? I got nothing to show. I never worked a hard day in my life. But that's the thing about hard living. It's not dying, but it's also not a living. It's not uplifting, but it's a tradition. I'm a man on a mission, spreading hard living. That's the thing about hard living. It's only hard in the beginning. Give it time and it keeps on giving. You'll keep living that hard living. That's the thing about hard living. Oh, that's the thing about hard living. It's hard on the liver of life, around the liver of the liver. That's the thing about hard living. It's hard on the liver of life, around the liver of the liver. That's the thing about hard living. It's hard on the liver of life, and the liver of the liver. That's the thing about hard. So I think that is going to be the first song on the album. I got up at like 6 a.m. this morning, and I had this demo of Hard Living already, and I just ditched the whole thing, started over from scratch, re-recorded the whole thing, and now I'm really excited about that song. I think that song's going to be really fun. All right. Yeah, there's plenty of fade outs on this album in pure old country fashion. Next song is an older song. It's a tough crowd that you're up against tonight. Keep your head up above the water. Gotta live up to the hype. It's a tough crowd, the only one that you've ever known. But they gave you a mic, you better give them a show. Your underwhelming applause is giving me pause. This isn't what I signed up for when I first picked up the guitar. I thought the first song I ever wrote song that this whole world has been waiting for. It's a tough crowd that you're playing for. And it's a tough crowd, but it's really nothing to fear. Oh, no. It's a tough crowd as you step up to the stage. What the hell were all of you thinking when you decided this was gonna be the place? You're thinking, I wanna be entertained, but I don't want it to show on my face. What the hell you all doing here anyways? When you sing with your eyes closed, it's almost like singing alone. But the only thing better than singing alone is getting paid to be singing alone. But don't show up without giving a show, and don't ever leave them without wanting more. 'Cause it's a tough crowd that you're playing for. Tough crowd, but it's really nothing to fear. 'Cause the toughest crowd of all's the crowd that you face every day in that mirror. But if it's all a little too much to take, it's okay to give yourself a little set break. Grab a drink, take a deep breath, and get up and play. Because life is a show, so you better show up on time. Curtains up on the day that you're born, and goes down on the day that you die. But when you get to the encore, make sure they're all up on the feet screaming for more. It was a tough crowd you played for. Just let them know it was a tough crowd you played for. Just let them know it was a tough crowd that you played for. And that song is called Tough Crowd, if you didn't pick up on that. And then I'm thinking the next song on this album, yeah, Brandon, I should put like long extended pause, the sound of like the guitar hitting the ground. Have a smoke, take a deep breath, and get up and play. I should put that on the album. I think that'd be pretty fun. So now moving on. Now it's a little country blues. I wrote this song pretty recently too, when I was out in Reno, driving through the the desert outside of Reno, trying to get my way to Tahoe, but making a wrong turn because I was thinking about this song too hard. And I was thinking to myself about, no matter where I go, whenever I tell anybody I'm from California, they always go like this. Californians. you know? And I go, what are you talking about? California's awesome. California's the best. And they're like, Californians are full of shit. And that happens way more often than you might think. And the people that don't think that happens very often are probably from California. So I was driving through Reno, taking wrong turns left and right, thinking to myself, man, I want to write a song called No One Likes a Californian and make it a real country blues song. Soul thump, cause no one out there's from Oregon. But when you make it to the state line, you think you're safe this time, driving through Washington. But no matter where you're going, you better keep on rolling, cause no one likes a Californian. Nevada cops don't like your California stop, so you better keep moving on. But Utah is no better, cause they don't like your long hair and they run you right out of town. But when you get to Colorado, you think you're in the clear. Just wait till they all catch on. But no matter where you're going, you better keep on rolling, cause no one likes a Californian. California, it's the center of the USA. California, we live in our own way. We're California, center of the USA. California, we don't mean that literally. Teslas with the tops dropped, grandmothers in crop tops, dancing on their TikToks, faces full of Botox, living off their tech stocks. This is why they hate us, but we still think we're the greatest. California, we're the center of the universe. California, don't care what you heard. California, we're the center of the universe. California, how could you be so sure? Forever we've been told that we're totally spoiled and we never really gave a damn. You can blame it on the weather, why our state is so much better, but there's so much more than that. Cause I've been to your state and I just gotta say I couldn't wait to get back home. So no matter where I'm going, I better keep on rolling, get my ass back to California. California, take it out, give it a spin. California, don't tell your friends where you've been. California, jump on in, the water's fine. California, did I mention we're all out of our mind? California, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. California, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. California, oh, 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 yeah. Wipe out. So I'm still working on those California lyrics. I remember last time I showed you guys this song, I wasn't super happy with those chorus lyrics, especially like like I'm kind of getting closer to it, but especially the universe ones. California, center of the universe. California, don't care what you heard. California, center of the universe. California, how could you be so sure? And it could work, like, how could you be so sure? Tell him, Nico, and then Nico goes, and goes into a ripping California-ish solo. But, it's not really a punchline, really, necessarily, the way that I want it to be. I'd like to be more of a punchline, but it could work. But if you guys have any better ideas, put it in the comments. O'Brien Miller Concerts loves the line, "We don't mean that literally." Thank you. That's a punchline. That's, but I didn't know if it was too niche or too sarcastic or too millennial sounding. But good. Glad you like that line. I think it's a little funny. I don't do many blues songs like that kind of country blues or bluesy rock and roll. I don't really do that very often, so it's fun to kind of branch out of that. And there's 2 blues songs on this album. But what did I have next on this? I believe it was, let's see. Oh, I see which one it was. So today, I don't have any particular charity that, I don't have any particular charity that we're giving to this time around, but we're selling sweatshirts today. I've got a big inventory of sweatshirts, and where is it? If you want a sweatshirt, got the link down there. Selling sweatshirts, Christmas sweatshirts. They're not ugly, because ugly sweaters are stupid. My kilobits per second is fluctuating rapidly right now, so you're probably getting a lot of choppy video right now. But hopefully it'll pop back up any second. Yeah, man, it's going wild. It usually stays around 4,000, but right now it's fluctuating between 5,000 and 0. Just going back and forth, so you're probably gonna get a lot of choppy stuff for the moment. But let me know if the audio's messed up. Because if the video's messed up, that's all right. But at least there it goes again. Yeah, it's down to 2,000. At least I know it's my internet and not my interface or anything like that. Yeah, Tammy, I mailed yours out right away. No glitches? Oh, great. So this next song actually is going on the Patreon album, so we're doing a little double dipping here. This one I wrote a while back during all these shelter-in-place weeks. And I recorded a version of it to go straight onto the Patreon album, but it sounds so damn good that I think I'm going to put it on this next untraditional album as well. There might be a couple of double dips in here, but there's still definitely some special songs that I'm recording strictly for Patreon people. But man, the recording of this sounds so awesome.
got Dave Rapp on bass and Chandra Johnson on violin. And so far, that's all it is, and it sounds badass. I want to get some drums on it. Maybe get Debbie Nair on the keyboards.
Satan is the foreman, God is the boss, and everyone around here is trying to be employee of the month. I don't know who I'm working for, but I know that if I stop, I'd lose it all, have nothing left. This job is all I got. I thought at this point I'd have life figured out for sure, but magic is a dying breed that reason cannot cure. His hand is on my shoulder, but it isn't who you think. Miracles don't happen to me. The further you get, the harder it is to think about where you started. The older the story, the taller the tale, the holier the glory. Don't let those whispers on the wind tell you where you're going. Standing at the crossroads, you might as well flip a coin. I thought at this point I'd have my life figured out for sure, but man cannot be both the story's hero and author. It's not an answer to our questions if we cannot agree. Miracles don't happen to me. Oh, happen to me. Happen to me. Satan is the foreman, God is the boss. Everyone around here is trying to be employee of the month. Don't know who I'm working for, but I know that if I stop, I'd lose it all, have nothing left. This job is all I got. Oh, I thought at this point I'd have my life figured out for sure, but there's more mystery within me than the rest of the world. Insight's the only way to force blind men to see. Miracles don't happen to me. Miracles don't happen to me. Miracles don't happen to me.
So yeah, hard work pays off. Working Man is that next song there, that last song there actually. Oh, and then there's this old song. I wonder if I still have the lyrics for this one. Okay, I think I do have this one. see if I get. All right, I think I can do this one. This is an old song. I wrote this 5 or 6 years ago, maybe. And it just kind of sat around because it didn't really fit any of the other albums necessarily. But when this album started to kind of pop up in my brain space, I figured it would work perfect on this album. And I do like this song a lot. This song is kind of about how homogenized we are as a culture and how uniformity is something that is not inherent to us, but kind of bred into us. Our whole psyche is kind of based around just how similar we can be to everyone when, as cliche as it sounds, we don't tend to celebrate the differences in ourselves as much. We feel safer when we're in our kind of bubble of similarity that we, don't try to deviate from. And when we do, we call it an adventure, which is, I don't know, I think we should save the word adventure for more adventurous things. But this song is called All the Same.
I've been walking down roads where I've been walking down roads where I don't walk down roads I'm walking, talking to folks who say, oh, I'm walking down roads where I don't mind walking, talking to where's the melody in there? I'm gonna get it. Hold on. I've been walking down roads where I don't mind walking, talking to folks. There it is. I've been walking down roads where I don't mind walking, talking to folks who don't mind me talking. Oh, I say hello to everyone by name. No one ever does wrong, so no one is to blame. There's no one to blame. We all vote together for the same guy in office. There's no one in our way, so there's no one who can stop us. So we're lockstepping, strolling through the day. Not a worry in the world, 'cause every turn you take looks the same. And we all look the same. Singing all the songs that we all like to sing. Never a bad note and never out of key. No reason for dreaming while you sleep, 'cause everything we see we already have seen. We've seen everything. There's never second guessing or not doing what we oughta, 'cause buttons aren't for pushing. There's no work to be done, 'cause we have flattened all the hills and paved over the gardens. The future isn't bright, at least not too bright to blind us. We've forgotten how to dream and we can't critically think. Our minds are mostly useless, they won't even let us blink. So what's left for us to do when we get up every morning? Life's supposed to be a challenge, this is way too fucking boring. Oh yeah, whoa, whoa.
same. Simple little ditty. And then there's this other new song, which I'm contemplating not putting on this album. I think it's definitely going, a version of it is definitely going on the Patreon album. But also I'm working on a split album or a collaboration album with the King Street Giants. And if you don't know who the King Street Giants are, oh my God, they're amazing. You should all look them up after this show, of course. But the King Street Giants are kind of like a New Orleans jazz outfit, brass band in the Bay Area. A bunch of dudes from Sonoma County who are incredibly talented musicians and music teachers, and kind of got together and created their own little kind of New Orleans jazz kind of sound band. And so we've worked on a couple of songs together, or 3 or 4 songs together at this point, and it's sounding really good. So I think we're going to kind of combine our efforts and make a little album together, which I think should be really fun. Eric, yes, I did indeed get a new chair. I haven't named it yet, because I have to name everything in my life in order to give it value and worth. But it's pretty awesome, and it's on rollerblade wheels, so it's super silent. I love it. It's ergonomic, whatever the hell that means, which I think is just Latin for lumpy. Spencer, you bring up a good point. Does anybody else fear when COVID is gone along with these? Does anybody else fear for when COVID is gone along with these Friday night get-togethers? I mean, if shows pick back up, Friday nights are really the nights that I will be out and around. However, we are actively planning a European tour for the summer. And I think I'm already booked for the Maverick Festival outside of London, because I was going to play it last year, but obviously it got canceled. And so I think they're honoring all of their previous last year commitments. And I really want to make it happen. But once we get back to playing shows, I'll still try and do live streams, because I spent a ton of time and money figuring out how to finally do live streams. And I think I've gotten pretty okay at it. But they will be probably a little bit more few and far between. I might just do it late at night on a Tuesday, 2 o'clock in the morning, just get a wild hair and go live for a couple hours. Who knows? We'll see. Lumpy would, yeah, this is Lumpy. Lumpy the chair. I love it. All right, so this next song, before I went off on that tangent about King Street Giants and chairs and European tours and whatnot, this song I wrote pretty recently. And for all of the heavy hitters here, you'll recognize this song. This song is called Two Hard-Working Lovers with a Job to Do. You give an inch, they take a mile. Give me a break, I'll give you something to smile about. There's so much, but there's never enough. That good love can make heads or tails of what I'm
I'm trying to say. So I'll stop yapping, try to explain it another way. It's simple and it fits like a glove. It's that good, good love. Count yourself lucky that you got me, 'cause I'm lucky that I got you. And what we're getting is no one else's business, but we're hard-working lovers with a job to do. The night shift gets busy, but we're only two employees, but they just don't get it like we get it. I won't beat around the bush, I won't feed you no lies. We're just two grown people and we're living in our prime. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure of that good, good love. Count yourself lucky that you got me, 'cause I'm lucky that I got you. But what we're getting is no one else's business, 'cause we're hard-working lovers with a job to do. The night shift gets busy, but we're only two employees, 'cause they just don't get it like we get it. I won't beat around the bush, I won't feed you no lies. We're just two grown people and we're living in our prime. I don't know much, but I'm pretty sure of that good, good love. Oh yeah, it's that good, good love. One more, that good, good love. Good, good love. Another fade out. Let me know if you need accommodation. I look after 1,300 apartments across the UK, so it can help with somewhere to stay. Holy hell, Spencer. Absolutely, 100%. Definitely we'll be hitting you up about that, because I have nowhere to stay. So that would be amazing. If you had empty apartments in every town that we were playing, my God, that'd be amazing. That'd be so cool. Thank you for offering that. Maybe we'll be in touch once we start getting these things booked. I do have your email, Spencer, yes. Yeah, it does have a bit of a Randy Newman vibe to it, doesn't it? That's kind of what I thought when I wrote it, and I think now that it has the recording of it has a clarinet solo and a trombone and upright bass, and soon it'll have piano. So it's about to be very Randy Newman. All right. Next song on this album that is just getting fleshed out this week. The other blues song in here. Ain't got no problems, I ain't got no solutions. I ain't here to walk on water, I ain't fooled by your illusions. Oh, it's rain and fire, I'm knee deep in blood. It's too late to be saved, oh, here comes the flood. Oh, I am just a non-believer and I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, there's people on the banks with signs pleading for redemption. I never believed in the Messiah. This once I might make an exception. Oh, I guess I'm an evil sinner. Oh, but that's yesterday's news. And I can't wait until tomorrow when I got the Judgment Day blues.
All right.
Chat.
There it is.
There's a silver lining on this burning cloud of death. My friends are down here throwing a party and you're not on the list. The future don't look good if you are still around, unless you're already dead coming up from underground. Oh, don't get me wrong, I think I'm alright. I've tried pretty damn hard to live a normal life. Oh, I ain't gonna be fooled, I can't believe it's true, but my feet would disagree because I'm shaking in my boots. Oh, I am just a non-believer and I got the Judgment Day blues. And I can't wait until tomorrow when I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, when you get to heaven, tell my mom sorry. She knows that I'm no saint, but I don't want her to worry. But then I see my ma and she's standing next to me. She says, boy, this apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Oh, I will see you all in hell. I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, I can't wait until tomorrow and I got the Judgment Day blues. Oh, I will see you all in hell and I got the Judgment Day blues.
Yeah, so as you can tell, this album is a bit more lighthearted, you know, even if it is a little bit bluesy and it talks about tough and hard things. I feel like coming out of, these times that we're in right now, a more chipper album, a more sarcastic, humorous album, lighthearted, is needed for me. At least. I feel like if I wallowed in self-pity and wrote or recorded an album of all those types of songs, I wouldn't be doing myself any good. I don't think I'd be doing anybody else any good either. So, you know, these songs aren't, you know, all happiness and sunshine, but they do help me kind of, I don't know, it's a good pick-me-up of an album. I'm going to skip that next one there because it's a bit more of a band song and it's a bit too hard to get right solo, and I haven't played it in a long time. But this other one is a song that I wrote, I think, back in 2017. And I was playing a show with Steve Poltz, and leading up to the show, I wanted to write a song in kind of a Steve Poltzian type song. So I wrote this song that hopefully I have the lyrics to. Let me just look it up here. Here we go. And performed this song for the first time at the show. and it went off without a hitch. And then I never performed it again. This song is called History Repeats Itself. Repeats itself, repeats itself.
I once met a girl who brought out the best in me, till that one day she told me she decided to leave. Then I met another girl and we had quite a fling, and I don't really need to tell you the end of this story, because history repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. History repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. History repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. History repeats itself, repeats itself. Put a man in office who doesn't represent us, might be dumb enough to kick off World War III. I got a good feeling he will be defeated. We'll get back to the way things ought to be, because history repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. 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 Sun comes up every morning, goes down in the evening. It's nature's way of setting a schedule. But there is just one thing about me that you'd call routine, is that I am so unpredictable. It's been going on since day one. Can't believe no one's written this song. It must have been written many times before. Well, maybe it was Steve Poltz, the Rainbow Girls and Party-O, the crux, or was it Brothers Comatose? History repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. 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 Everybody wants to be Dylan, maybe Leonard Cohen, a little Johnny Cash and Bruce Springsteen. Maybe someday, someplace, somebody'll want to be Sam Chase. I guess all of us will just have to wait and see. History repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. 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 History repeats itself, 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 repeats itself. Whoa, 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 yeah.
I'm bugging the neighbors today, I bet. So I played that at the show for the first and only time I've ever actually played that song. And I got the whole audience to do like in the round thing, like everybody goes, repeats, history repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. History repeats itself, repeats itself, repeats itself. And I got the other side of the audience going, repeats itself, repeat. And it got this whole big chorus, and it was awesome. It was so cool. and I never performed that song ever again. But it's gonna be on the album now. Just a fun little, quirky little song. We got Lance Lee. Lance Lee is the former bass player for Perfect Machines, my old punk band, which I still have way too many of these albums, Lance. But if anybody wants one of these albums, if you make a donation to the Venmo of $15 or more, I'll mail you one. It's our, Lance and I were in a punk band back in the mid-2000s called Perfect Machines. And it was a really fun little band. And the song that he's requesting is Two Shits to the Future, which was one of our songs on this album here. And I don't remember how it goes. It was, how did it go? It was a cool-ass song. The only one I remember is... No, but that one was Stranger. How did Two Shits do? Oh, it was something like, damn it. Wasting everybody's time here. Moral of the story is, get yourself a Perfect Machine CD. We are far from sold out, and we haven't been a band for over a decade. Katie Mata. The Supreme Court just threw out the Texas case. Who didn't see that coming? Man. Who would have thought that Brett Kavanaugh would come through for us? I mean, it was a stupid-ass case anyways. I was just talking to Kiki about this before, about, it's just the dumbest idea. And there's 120 Republican House members that are on board with this, and it's just, of course it's not going to hold up in court. It's a crazy idea that's anti-democratic and against everything that this country stands for. And it's like, I'm not a Republican, but I can't understand why anybody would be on board with this who is a Republican, because it goes against every ideal that the Republican Party stands for, which is ultra nationalistic, rather than anti. Except going back at least 150 years. But, staying inside makes everybody a little crazy, I guess. Maybe it's just all these guys, they need to get out so they don't start a civil war. So that they can keep that celebrity TV game show host as president. The guy with all the bad ideas that says all the terrible things. So then, next on this album here, Brandon wanted this song. He requested this song too, so we're killing two birds with one stone here. This song is also an old song, and the version that we're putting on this album is a version that we recorded back in, probably 2017, at Gremlin Tone out in the North Bay. At John Courage's studio, we recorded straight to tape, at least the drums and the bass. And I didn't ever do anything with them, so I brought them out of retirement off of the hard drive that they were hiding on. brushed them off and put some guitar and vocals over them, and it sounds great. I just want to read your comments. Oh, Tyler, yeah, 1401 is another Perfect Machine song. I can do that one. I got a little sidetracked there. But getting back to this album, not the Perfect Machines album that was recorded back in 2007. Tyler's reminding me of the lyrics now, so now I want to go back and play it, but I'm going to play this song first.
I'm going back to my roots. I'm gonna dig deep. I'm gonna muddy my boots under this old oak tree. Get my shade in the summer, shelter from the fall. I'm going back to my roots. I'm gonna be here a while. My body is tired, 'cause it's been a long tour. These nights just grow longer as the days here grow fewer. I stopped dreaming of home, which is not a good sign. Oh, I'm going back to my roots. Can't dream all the time. I may be a little hazy, but it's been a good dream. Sometimes you gotta wake up so you can fall back to sleep. But all dreams will fade once you open your eyes. Oh, I'm going back to my roots, so the dream never dies. I'm going back to my roots. I'm counting my rings, I'm trimming my branches, and I'm raking dead leaves. I see not much has changed, except this old pair of eyes. Oh, I'm going back to my roots to reclaim what is mine. I'm going back to my roots. Oh, I'm gonna dig deep. I'm gonna muddy my boots under this old oak tree. Get my shade in the summer and shelter from the fall. Oh, Gonna be here a while. I'm going back to my roots. I'm gonna be here a while. Throwing matches at the wall, my subconscious takes control. Harmless games to pass the time. Hit with every drink the meaning fades. No, that's the second verse. Throwing matches at the wall, my subconscious takes control. Harmless games to pass the time. Damn it. We'll burn it to the ground and watch it fall. Blood, sweat, and alcohol. From memories that die, others are born. This house will never be a home again. The smoke will clear as the sun will rise. Through the haze I see what was with my bloodshot eyes. Down bay the sirens scream, a haunting requiem for the house that should have never have been. That song is called 1401. It was named after 1401 Bay Street in Santa Cruz, California, which was a shithole. And I lived in it, and Ben, the other guitar player, lived in it. And lots of crazy shenanigans went down, from things I won't talk about to things that aren't worth talking about. I remember at one point when I tried to move out, one of the roommates pulled a gun on me because he thought I was stealing from him because he was addicted to meth and was, already a hardened, convicted criminal, and a lot of late nights needing to get out of that house for reasons similar to the ones that I just expressed to you. It was not a good place, and it deserved to burn to the ground. But rather than burning it down myself, Ben and I just decided to write a song about it. And it's still standing. It doesn't look great, but if you ever in Santa Cruz, go over to 1401 Bay Street, and that's what that song is about. Yeah. Hit the bottle, take a turn. I guess we got some time to burn. It's the nice night for a fire. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah. So there's a little blast from the past, going back to my roots. Lance, that house was great. That house deserved that song, and the song was badass. The song turned out great. I think you could probably find the song it's probably on Spotify or whatever streaming service is. I think it is. Maybe. I don't know. It might have been before the time of
amassing all that music digitally so that it could be streamed. It was 2007, so it might be a little early, but I feel like you might be able to find it there. I know that I uploaded it to YouTube, actually, on this YouTube channel, so if anybody wants to listen to the whole album, I uploaded the whole album a while back. But I digress. Let's do this song. This is another song that I wrote a long time ago, probably maybe more than 5 years ago. The whole album is on Spotify. All right. Oh, and actually, speaking of Tyler Georgeson is the one. Tyler designed the album cover here, and the back, and all the art in between. And Tyler, I believe that is a picture of you, photoshopped to shit by you. And I remember seeing his work, and I was like, that's awesome. Can I use that for an album cover? And he was like, absolutely. All right. But this song is about, it started about my dad's Martin guitar that he got long before I was born. And I like to say how that Martin guitar is like my older brother. And I look up to my older brother a lot. And one thing that I have noticed is that over time, my older brother has aged much more gracefully than me, his younger brother. And if one thing I could learn from him is how to age as gracefully as him. And so I wrote this song about all the inanimate objects in our lives that will outlive us and age way more gracefully than us. And this song is called Aging Gracefully.
Oh, I want to age like a Martin guitar, hanging on the shoulders of old country stars. Every crack in the facade is less a passing of time than an opening, letting out the soul from inside. And I want to age like a clock on the wall. Each second that goes by doesn't go very far. And as the years pass, a hand will be there to grasp each moment to remind us to come back around. And oh, I want to age like a simple machine and do my one job that'll change history. I'll be playing my part, verse by verse. Give me somewhere to stand and oh, move the earth. And oh, I want to age like a bottle of wine, at the bottom of the ocean, lost for all time. Finding new purpose is like a charade without lying, and starting anew's like being reborn without dying. And oh, I want to age like an old holy book. As the stories get older, the wiser they look, with lessons so dense they don't need to make sense. To have billions of followers hang on every word they hang on every word. To age like an exploding star, and scatter my ashes through a meteor shower. But death being ephemeral, I will soon reassemble into this guitar-playing fool singing songs in this bar. You'll hang on every word as you all follow along.
That song's called Aging Gracefully. I'm gonna try to put this song on this album too. My little ode to John Prine.
This morning I woke before the sunrise. I couldn't sleep after finding out last night you had died. Tossing and turning from one side to the other. Poured myself a cup, not a moment too soon. I got to see as the sunlight crept into the room. But this new dawn was a little darker than those I remember. Hello, operator, I know it's been a long time. Could you patch me through to God and keep him on the line? I got a friend, I want to make sure he made it all right. Down here, he goes by the name John Prine. And I can hear you breathing all the way from the other side. I can hear all the songs you've been singing, from all of us who won't ever let them die. Whispering angel from Montgomery. Turns out living wasn't such a hard way to go. How could you ever have known when you died alone that Montgomery's angel had flown? This morning I woke before the sunrise. Couldn't sleep after finding out last night you had died. Cut down in your prime and then put out to pasture. Josh wrote me, Sam, what are we supposed to do now? All I thought to write back was just make him proud. Write songs in his name and send him off to the happily ever after. Hello, operator, I know it's been a long time. Could you patch me through to God and keep him on the line? I got a friend, I want to make sure he made it all right. Down here, he goes by the name of John Prine. Oh, hello, operator, I know it's been a long time. Could you patch me through to God and have him send me a sign? I got a friend, I want to make sure he made it all right. Down here, he goes by the name of John Prine. John Prine.
So I'm gonna deviate from this album here. There's a couple other songs, but I'm not really prepared to play them just yet. But you got a good chunk of the album right there. So that's pretty much what I've been working on for the past week. And Ted and I are gonna meet up and we're gonna talk about drums and stuff. And I've been in talks with the other band members and trying to get them on board recording demo parts and stuff. And I've been sending some of these recordings to the $75 Patreon patrons as kind of like little teasers, and been fun to kind of get their reactions to these little demos that are kind of coming out day by day. But yeah, I'm really excited about this album. I think this album is going to be different from the others, but similar enough that it fits within the Sam Chase oeuvre. Yeah, I think it's going to be its own beast. But I don't think I'm going to lose any fans over it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing too. It's not getting too weird. But there were some requests that I want to get to. Got one from Matt and Liz, all the way out there on the East Coast, I believe, right? If you guys are watching. You guys wanted to hear Everyone Is Crazy But Me. Stephanie Bishop, what album will Dark Times be on? Well, it'll be on one of the albums. I think it's going to be on the Patreon album for sure. And I know that I recorded it in Reno for the Loudest Folk Record Club, so a live version of that will be on there. But you have to join the Loudest Folk Record Club to get that record. There's Chris Traynor. Hey, buddy. Let's get everybody sing along here. Just take out your phones, shoot a video of you singing along to this, put it on Instagram or something, or email it to me at thesamchase@gmail.com. Actually, that would be awesome. If everybody pulls their phone out and records themselves singing along to this, sends me the video, and then I can edit it all together. How cool would that be? Let's do that. If anybody wants to do that, participate in that. Get your phones out now. Start shooting a video of yourself singing along while this is happening here. And then send it to me at thesamchase@gmail.com. Hopefully I'll have it all done, and I'll post on the Patreon by next week. We'll see.
There are so many people on my street. There are so many people on my street. And there are so many people who I have yet to meet. And there are so many people on my street. There are so many people in my town. There are so many people in my town. There are so many people who I have to walk around. And there are so many people in my town. There are so many people in my state. There are so many people in my state. And there are so many people to whom I can relate. And there are so many people in my state. Now, everybody whistle solo. so many people in my stream. There are so many people in my live stream. And there are so many people, and you're really all such a dream. I just gotta say it. There are so many people in my live stream. And there are so many people in this world. There are so many people in this world. And there are so many people of whom I can't understand a word. And there are so many people in this world. And there are so many people in my thoughts. There are so many people in my thoughts. And there are so many people, and I'm convinced they're all robots. And oh, there's so many people in my thoughts, in this world, in my state, in my town, and on my street. And all of them are crazy, but me. Yeah. Everyone is crazy but me. So if you did film yourself singing along to that, send it to me. I'll try and edit it together. And the funnier the better. The worse it sounds, the better it will, the more entertaining it will be. All right. Carrie Chance wanted New Eyes. It gets cold in the morning, coming dawn's most desperate. Doubled over in pain, I held you like I'd hold a dying animal. Underneath empty is to come. So enjoy it while it lasts, they say, as if they aren't so terrifying. But boy, I've got new eyes for you. They shake and they burn more than you're used yourself up to your new point of view. Oh, sure. I've got new. Oh, helicopter? All right. This is the test. Here we go. All right. Are we back? And does it sound better now? Check here. Whoa! Are we back? Whoa. And does it sound better now?
Oh. Whoa! That's a new sound. Whoa. All right, I gotta talk so that I can hear myself in the future and listen back to myself. But, this is so cool. That's a new sound. I might try talk so that I can hear myself in the future and listen back to myself. Oh my god. I might have to, okay, I'm gonna unplug again. I'm gonna try this again. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. I might have to, okay, I'm gonna unplug again. I'm gonna try this again. Alright. Okay, it's... Okay, are we back? Come on, Sam, talk. All right. Oh. Okay, it's... I think we fixed it. Let me see. Okay, are we back? I think we're back. Come on, Sam, talk. All right. I'm going to take that as a cue that we are back. I think we're doing okay now. All right, so I think we figured out it's really just the interface. What sucks about that is that I thought I had bypassed what the issue was by plugging the interface straight into the computer. But it looks like just whenever it wants to be finicky, it's just going to be finicky. Oh, did it go bad again? Is that I had no bypassed what the issue was. The interface straight into the computer. But it looks like just whenever it wants to be finicky, it's just going to be finicky. Okay, I'm going to try. Now I'm going to try starting over. Okay. And hopefully this won't mess up the... Well, I mean, I can't make it any worse, right? Oh, that's weird. Okay, let's save, close. Okay. Check, 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 check. That doesn't seem right. Looks like the audio meters are way off. That doesn't seem right. Well, I want to see like if we can fix this because just giving up won't
else could I do that could, other than stopping and starting the stream over again? I wonder, thing that I could possibly do might end the stream, but it might also fix this issue, and it involves me stopping streaming but not ending the stream, but it might end the stream. So, if this is the end of the stream, good night, everybody. But if I am able to come back, then we'll play one more song and finish this. But yeah, I feel like today is already a pretty good amount of songs played. Buy a sweatshirt. You'll buy something that will fix all this. Okay, I'm gonna try this now, and we'll see where this goes. Let's try. Hold on. Oh, are we back? Okay, did it work? All right. Did it work? Did it work? Hello, 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 Sam, talk to me. No, damn it! God damn it! Ah, no. It's way worse. Alright, I'm gonna play you guys some music videos and then I'm gonna call it a night. So maybe we'll see if the music videos work or not. Alright, I'm gonna play you guys some music videos and then I'm gonna call it a night. So maybe we'll see. Alright. Send me a tip.
But you know, even the longest lives don't really last for very long.
So I'm living while I got it, but when I'm not, I'm living fine. But when you tell your kids your story, tell them all I'm living mine. The sunrise, that's more than a year, she's gone, remember to the wine. I know you should see so different, at least as far as I can tell. You know I can play guitar and sing and I can do it pretty well. I know every lyric, every riff and every song, all the things that I have done, even if most of them were wrong. You know that's just my life, when you think at the season one, you tell me what you know about my ways, all I can tell you. Damn right. When I can see it all now, from the light goes down. There's one thing I can say, and all the time that I expect is fun to go away. Right by the hell of the
Alright, I'm just checking. I'm just checking back in, seeing if it fixed itself. And if it hasn't fixed itself, then I wanted to say goodbye and how much I appreciate all of you. I'm just waiting for this to come on to see if it worked. No, it didn't work. Oh, alright. Well,